Yo, from Kenya, East Africa, MORAA speaking truth. You feel me? Time to clear the air, set things straight. Let's go!
Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing great. Now, this is the 31st day of 2025, the last day of this year. When you reflect back, are you happy with the year? Did the year 2025 treat you good? Did you achieve your dreams? I hope you did. I hope it treated you well. And I hope 2026 treats you even better. Guys, now I have seen a video by one of these haters. A hater who is coming to the streets to lie to people, to lie to herself. Guys, somebody who is talking so much lies that she has started to believe the lies herself. Now she feels and believes that what she's telling people is actually true. And the funny thing about this hater, she is the kind of hater who in her videos, she likes to say, it is so boring to watch Marwa. I don't even understand how people watch Marwa. It is so boring, so painful to watch Marwa from the beginning to the end. He has such long videos. So guys, don't worry. I got you. But don't worry. You guys, please like the video. Just subscribe because, I suffer a lot. I suffer a lot, guys, to bring you this content. You can imagine the pain of watching Marwa's videos. Oh my God, this is the kind of hater, Marwa is lying so much that even us as reactors, we are finding it so very hard to react on these videos. Guys, it is so hard to react on Marwa's videos. Now, I want to ask this hater, who forced you? Guys, who is forcing this hater to react on Marwa's videos? Who is forcing her? Guys, she is talking. Like I normally say, she is coming out here to talk as though she is doing Marwa a favor. You are not doing Marwa no favor. If you want, you can stop reacting on Marwa's videos like yesterday. Oh yes, Marwa does not need you to react on his videos. What are you adding on Marwa's videos anyway? You're adding nothing. As a matter of fact, you're subtracting everything. You're the kind of people who are coming out here to tarnish Marwa's name, to lie on Marwa and family, to just say things that are neither here nor there, all because of money. Shameless hater. Can you imagine, guys? I will let you know who this hater is. I know you're all asking, MORAA, tell us, which hater are you talking about? This hater, guys, is so shameless. Coming out here to talk as though she is doing Marwa any favor. Marwa is the one who is making her be on the streets. Otherwise she'd have pararaed like nobody's business. Guys, these people, like this hater, how are they talk? As though, Marwa's videos, I do a lot of work. It takes a lot of pain to come and bring you all this. Who sent her? She is talking to her subscribers like she has, like they sent her. Like they've been sending her to go and watch Marwa's video to bring them a report. Nobody has sent this hater. As a matter of fact, when Marwa wanted them out of the streets, she is one of the haters who held on, who stuck there tight, not wanting to go. So they are the ones who are benefiting from Marwa, not the other way around. Shameless person. It is so painful to be reacting on Marwa's videos. Guys, please like the video because I passed through a lot of pain. Guys, do I have to manipulate you, so that you can like my video? If I come out here, I'll tell you, if you are finding value in this video, give it a like, I will request you to like my video, but I do not have to twist you to tell you, oh, you know, I do a lot of work, I go to places, I research a lot, imagine it's so painful, I you know, go through sleepless nights, I watch so many videos to bring up this content, you know how much it takes me to edit. I don't come out here and tell you, oh, you know, so that you can feel a certain, you know, type of way, so you can be like, oh my God, so MORAA goes through all this, so let me like the video. No! What I'm doing is my work. You know, just like you watching me, you know, when you do your work, you know, you do it to your level best. If you have a business out there, the same thing. I do not have to come out here and manipulate nobody, you know, and make people to feel somehow, so that they can like my video. No, no, no. But this hater, I've realized, you know, I don't watch her much, guys, by the way. I don't watch her much. But the little I have watched, I have always heard her say, even in this video that I'm going to react on, I have heard her say about, oh, it's so hard for reactors to react on Marwa's videos because he lies too much. Stop reacting on I Am Marwa. Go and react on those content creators who you find easy. You know, their content is easy to watch and nice to watch, so that you can react on them. Shame, shame, shame. Guys, this hater has come out to talk about Marwa, you know, in the live stream that Marwa did. Marwa came out and said that he has adopted, you know, Anastasia, and that Anastasia lives at his house, you know, eats food at his house. He is the one who caters for school expenses, and, you know, Marwa treats him as, you know, as family. Now this hater has come out to say so much. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, Marwa has not adopted this girl legally. This girl is not adopted. Marwa is lying to people. And, you know, if Marwa would have adopted this girl legally, there's a way Marwa would have come and told his audience, Marwa this, Marwa that. And guys, I'm thinking to myself, you know, if Marwa has not adopted this girl legally, then why does she expect Marwa to do things that people who have adopted people legally are supposed to do? Hater, you clearly state in your video that Marwa has not adopted this girl legally. So why do you expect so much from Marwa, you know, in regards to this girl? Guys, it is either, you know, I find her confused, because she is speaking from both sides of her mouth. And I'm wondering, so has Marwa adopted this girl or not? Why are you expecting Marwa to do ABCDs, all these things that you're lining up, you know, for him to do? Guys, listen to what this hater says.
They treat this girl as a maid. We call them house managers in Kenya. A person that stays with you so that they can be working and they get paid. But in this case, Anastasia is not paid. Marwa comes out here and lies to the American and abroad fans, telling them that I pay her school fees. For your information, in Kenya, you don't pay school fees. It's free. Primary school education, it's free. Public, it's free. Because Anastasia does not go to a luxury private school. She just goes to the local schools in that village, and you don't pay. You just buy maybe uniform and the books. And most of the times they're even given the books by sometimes the government, the donors. It depends. It depends. But it's just about the uniform. Sometimes you might be told to buy maybe the printing papers, which is less than $2. But for Marwa, for you to come out here and lie to your fans that you pay for school fees, there is nothing you pay there. And of course, for you to claim that Anastasia is now your daughter, you do not even pronounce. This was the first time that you pronounced that Anastasia is your daughter. Mura Sensei, you're becoming a very terrible liar, honestly. It's becoming concerning.
You hater, just tell your audience that you have to react on Marwa because you have to get a paycheck. Tell them the truth. Stop cornering. Oh, Marwa's content. Oh, boring. Oh, what? Oh, reactors are finding it hard. Why? Do you have to react on him? Shameless creature. In Kenya, education is free. Look at this one. In public, in public schools, education in Kenya is free. Guys, this woman is lying to the world. Thank God we are here. We are Kenyans. Oh, yes. Full Kenyans. Guys, this is the reason why I came into reaction. I used to hear these people lie. Shame on her. Education, guys, in Kenya, in public schools, is not entirely free. Yes, the money that somebody pays in public primary schools is little. It is minimal, but it is not free. People pay something. On top of that, there is a lot of expenses, guys. There is exercise books, stationery, school supplies. There is lunch, that they have to pay, feeding programs, that are run in the schools. There is textbooks. Guys, there's PTA levies. There is a lot, there is a lot of school, related expenses that you pay. This woman is coming out to say that it is entirely free, public primary schools in Kenya. And then she goes on to even lie further that textbooks are normally provided by donors and, I don't know, the government. Which ones? This woman better come out clear. Which donors? All public schools in Kenya, are being supported by donors. All of them. Even the one that Anastasia goes to. You know that for a fact. What is wrong with this one? Guys, do you all remember when 𝐷𝐿𝐷 went to do shopping for this girl? You all remember? That shopping costed like what? Almost 10,000 shillings. Marwa was in Argentina. And Marwa sent money for this girl. I think it was the beginning of this year when schools were opening. And 𝐷𝐿𝐷 went with this girl for shopping. I remember, this is the time, this same hater and others came out to the streets to start saying, Marwa is letting 𝐷𝐿𝐷, who is a P, go with this girl by herself. Anything can happen to her. Somebody come and save this girl. Oh my God, this girl's life is in danger. This girl is in danger, anything. Guys, they came out. And I remember at around this time also, Jamaican uncle was there. And these people are so shameless, they don't even have respect. They even came out talking about, there's so many men in the villa, including a Jamaican uncle, that anything can happen to this young girl. Guys, these people, have no shame, particularly this hater. How come 𝐷𝐿𝐷 was spending money to shop for a girl who is at a public, primary school? How come? Madam Hater, there's nothing you're telling people here. Education. Guys, it is not entirely free. And you also, Marwa spending his money through 𝐷𝐿𝐷, to shop for this girl. And then again, guys, another thing. This hater better know that, there are Kenyans out here who know what is going on in Kenya. She cannot just come out here to the streets to lie to people like this. This girl Anastasia is such a young girl, and she is underage, and she is doing a lot of work in the villa. She is underage. Guys, I for sure know that Anastasia is not underage. She could be in grade 6, but she's not underage. Why? Because even Marwa said that she started school late. Or is it she had dropped out, because her parents, this is the father who left them and the mother, I don't know, whatever happened, And so this girl came to stay with them. Guys, this girl only has her grandma, And her grandma is probably a peasant farmer. So you can imagine if all these expenses were to be, put on her, is she going to manage? So, of course, Marwa is helping out, big time. Marwa is helping this family. Marwa is helping this grandmother. Marwa will make this grandmother to live a long life because she is not stressed about school fees. That little school fees I'm talking about, because there is school fees. There is money that they pay at the public primary schools. And all these other expenses, Marwa takes them, takes care of them for her. So this is weight lifted off her shoulders. So this mama, she is comfortable knowing that my granddaughter is well taken care of. So she goes on to say that, oh, there's a time that they were saying, free this girl from this place, from Marwa's home, from Marwa's villa, from wherever, and she is really appalled at people like Chef Matiko, and Nasto, because she is saying that this girl is related to them and that they are living, in the hands of Marwa. Guys, this woman is sick in the head, because I want to tell her that if Chef Matiko and Nasto are comfortable at, this relative of theirs living in Marwa's home, then they know that she is in good hands, and that is why they're comfortable, and that is why they are allowing it. Oh my goodness. Listen to this hater.
You cannot, because to me, Anastasia is a worker, which is illegal to begin with. You tell your workers that they are not supposed to take breakfast until 9 in the morning. They are supposed to start working and wake up by 6. That is your child. That is your adopted daughter when she did not even escort or see off your in-laws, the in-laws. You never introduced her when you were introducing people. Oh, really? Hey, guys, if there is something that shocked me on that live stream, it was about Anastasia's case. We've always been coming out here to cry for Anastasia. Someone free Anastasia, which is so shameful, honestly, because Anastasia is Matiko's. Anastasia is the niece to Matiko. Matiko, the one staying in Spain. Can you believe it? Anastasia is Nasto's cousin or niece. I think so. Can you believe it? Rich people of Nyabwanze, when your niece is being subjected to this life and you just watch, you're all out here running up and down, just begging.
Oh, Anastasia is a worker at Marwa's villa and she is underage and this is illegal and she is not getting paid. She is being overworked. She is like a slave, blah, blah, blah. Guys, how does she know that Anastasia is underage? Because, guys, she could be in grade 6, but remember, she stayed out for too long, without going to school. Because when the father left them, and I don't know, the mother, whatever happened, so this girl has been out of school for many years. She is now in grade 6. Probably she would have been, in high school. Because if you look at her, guys, she doesn't look like a child. She looks like, she could be like a teenager. Guys, it doesn't matter. Assuming she is really underage. What is this work that they are talking about? Babysitting? And maybe just cooking? This is Africa. And guys, this is another thing that especially these Kenyan reactors, really make me wonder about them. Because they live in this country. They have villages. They know how people do their thing in the villages, guys. A child, Anastasia's age, even if she's 13, for instance, or even 9, 10, 11, 12. Do you think in a typical African home, that kind of a girl will be sitting and putting her legs on top of her seat and waiting for people to do stuff for them? Is that how it works? In any village in Kenya, for all those of you who are watching me? No way. Kids here are taught, quick, how to start cooking ugali at 9, how to wash dishes, how to clean the house. So if you come to my house and find my 13-year-old girl, doing house chores, you'll start telling me, this is a child. You're overworking a child. Why are you treating her like a slave? Yeah? Hey, This is Africa. If this happens in other parts of the world where you let your kids put their legs on top of their, just sit in the couches and watch TV the whole day as you, clean the house for them, that is not how it is done here. And this girl talking knows exactly that. She knows it. So coming out here to say, oh, just because Anastasia brought Marwa some ginger tea, so she cannot help Marwa do some ginger tea, Anastasia at her age, that big girl, Yes, okay, let's say she is underage, but she's not 2, she's not 3, neither is she 5. This is a girl who is over 10 years old, maybe even going to 14, 15 years. So now you're here telling me that she should not even help out in the house. Rocio has a child. She should not help Rocio with a kid. Come on. Oh my God. Talk. Marwa is lying to the American donors. You are also trying to Americanize things. This is Kenya. This is not America. Oh yes, guys. And even this thing of adoption. I even saw, is it Mzungu Pebbles? In her community page, oh, when did Marwa adopt this? Some things, when even Carrots, Carrots is not my favorite. You all know that. But even when Carrots sometimes says, leave some Kenyan things to Kenyans, I mean, sometimes I feel like, people really should. Before you understand stuff so much, before you talk so much, you should first understand what you're saying. You should first understand how things are done here. Guys, I know so many families, here in this country, even in the village, who have taken in, a child belonging to their relative or a child belonging to their neighbor, maybe who is an orphan and stuff like that. They have taken that child in as their own, and of course, the child has grown up in that home, it's in that home. They educate the child. They treat the child as though she is part of their family. Now, in a typical African home, who does, like this legal adoption thing? Who does it? I'm just saying, guys, it doesn't happen. So you are a reactor from America, coming out here. When did Marwa adopt this child? When did we don't do that? I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it is not common. People just take in, a child of your relative and you put them in your house and they're your child. It doesn't have to be legal, paperized and stuff like that. Paperization. Let me talk like Gintu. Guys, I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. In African traditional setting, we don't have this thing of, formalize. This is a Western thing. So, yes, I understand what you're saying because I am educated. I would legalize it. I would if it was me. But I'm just saying, and yes, I know Marwa is also enlightened and all this, but all I'm just saying is that in a typical African home, people don't really do these things that you guys really come out here and start saying, oh, why isn't Marwa and Rocio? People live together for years without even legalizing this thing. And they're called marriage. They're called a married couple. You can argue all you want, but that is how it is done here. There's something about, there's trust. People live, and okay, you also, when Mayuguno, gifted Dorina the land, I saw in the comments section, no Mayuguno, you should have it in written, go to a lawyer, do this and that. But if you heard what Mayuguno said in the video, he said, this is my sister. I have just told her it is her land. And, to him, that is enough. To Dorina, that is enough. And to people who are there, like, this big fish and also whoever else, that relative of Mayuguno, to these people, that is good enough. Those are witnesses. And even if anything happens in future, they will stand in front of the elders and say, no, this land, in the event, God forbid that Mayuguno is not there and somebody is fighting Dorina about this land, they will stand in front of the wazers, in front of the elders, and they will say, I was there, when this and this happened. She actually was given this land for good. It is her land. Guys, I know it is not a good way to do things, because sometimes it brings problems. I've seen it bring a lot of problems, in families, because there's no that real formalization, like going to a lawyer, signing documents and all this stuff. I know. But when we look at these things, some of these things, it is coming from that African mentality, how African people live, especially in the villages. So I'm just telling you all, because sometimes I see you guys getting really, with this thing of, oh, why isn't this happening? Why? Guys, I will go and I'll tell somebody, this is my sister's thing, and that is it. I start to sign papers with my sister. I feel funny about it. I'm sorry. Even me, we went, no. No, I'm not signing. And it's not in a bad way, but I know that I've given it to my sister, and my sister knows I've given it to her. It is like that, as simple as that. And I will, whoever will be there will see, and whoever will be there will, acknowledge that indeed it was done. So before somebody comes out here writing on comment on whatever, community posts, so Marwa has not adopted this, that. This thing happens in many villages. It happens in many African homes. People taking, somebody, and they live with them in their homes. They do not have to go and adopt, write papers, I don't know, sign what documents, follow what procedures. It doesn't happen. Yeah, it does not. And even this hater knows that, coming out. Just because you're talking to American people and British, tell them the truth, And so maybe Marwa used the wrong word, But which other word would he have used? And these are live streams. These are live streams. So when Marwa is doing a live stream, the word that comes out, that, the word has already come out. He cannot take it back. But if Marwa were to explain this thing, he will explain to you, the way I've explained it. And for lack of a better word, he called it adoption. So yeah, according to me, Marwa has adopted her. So now what? Haters, go away. Especially like this one, yapping. First of all, clean your screen. Clean the screen. Haven't you seen? You've been watching your Bohanse so much. Can't you even see they even use their dress to clean their screen like this? Why are you looking foggy, guys? She looks like she is in the fog. Like she's doing the video from outside, somewhere in the clouds. What is this?
It was just the other day that you came out here and said that, so guys, my in-laws, and I say, he likes clarifying like that, my in-laws, and when I say my in-laws, I mean Mr. Luis and Mr. Rabisha and the sisters, the daughters. My in-laws and my nuclear family, that is my wife in Mitoto. You never mention Anastasia. Leave alone mentioning, because you might forget, leave alone mentioning MORAA. And so the only time that we see Anastasia in your presence or in that villa, the only time that you people feature Anastasia is when she's serving you guys.
Hey, Ginger! The man, Anastasia.
One of you just told me, Marwa, where's your ginger? And it's here. This is Anastasia. She's the one.
I'm here for what? I need to
Or when you're telling her, run, do this, go up and down, do this. You need to clean the dishes. That is no. Hey, you treat her worse than how people treat their maid. You treat her worse because, number one, she's a minor. She's not yet 18 years. But the kind of work that she does in that villa, she cooks for men.
Oh, Marwa is lying to people that Anastasia, eats good food. She lives a luxury life. She is living good. Of course, guys, compared to her home, where her grandmother lives, she is living a luxury life. And she is honestly and obviously eating good food. Because I know that the grandmother cannot afford the kind of diet that is in Marwa's house. I don't care if it's ugali, but it's ugali, it comes with goat, it comes with what? And guys, even that ugali for some people is a problem. Oh yes. So this girl, she is living a good life and she has a good roof over her head. Guys, we saw this girl, when she went to her home, and Gintu was looking for her so that she can come out and talk, whatever it is that Gintu wanted to put in her mouth. This girl is a clever girl, guys. She is very smart. She never gave Gintu, the time, her time, And Gintu was thoroughly embarrassed. At this particular time, Gintu was filming this girl's house. You could see her standing from at the door, of this house. It is a bad house, guys. For lack of a better word, it is bad. Oh, yes. So compared to the villa, this girl is having luxury, and she is eating good food. Of course, she is eating the food that Marwa and family are eating. One thing I've seen, and I've realized about Marwa's home is that they do not have special food for Marwa and other people eat whatever. What everybody is eating is what everybody is eating. So Marwa, of course, is not eating garbage food. So whatever food that Marwa considers good food is the food that even Anastasia eats. It is what it is, and it is better than what she gets at her home. That's for sure. And I'm pretty sure if you ask Anastasia, if she is willing to leave the villa, she will say no. Gintu tried, guys. When Marwa was in Argentina, they tried all these tricks to get her out of that villa, but this girl refused. What does that tell you? This girl enjoys her stay in the villa. So who is this girl? Who is this woman coming out here to yap about, we were saying, people get out that girl out of that villa. You are saying as who? Who are you? Who are you to know where Anastasia is supposed to live? Shameless. Oh, the only time that we see you feature Anastasia is when she is serving you. Huh? Why don't you feature her other times? Why didn't you introduce her, as your own child to the Argentinian people? Guys. Now, this woman wants Marwa to be featuring Anastasia every time in his video. Marwa is protecting this girl. Guys, even me, I would say that she should not be featured in videos, so many times because there is a lot of toxicity out here. Remember, Gintu had even started saying that this girl is pregnant at some point. Let this girl be behind the scenes. Let her go to school. Let her not be distracted by all this nonsense that goes on in the streets. Because if she starts to appear in videos so many times, then her stories start to come out. They will start to talk about her. Now that she appeared giving Marwa ginger tea, now see what they've come out with. See what they're talking about. So Marwa is protecting this girl. Marwa is keeping her, behind the scenes, which I totally agree with, which I support. So you want her to be out there so you can be seeing her for what? For what? And yes, Marwa doesn't have to bring her to introduce her all the time. For me, guys, I don't see what this woman is talking about. And she was talking about how people treat their maids. How do people treat their maids? Guys, it seems that this woman treats her maid very, very badly. No wonder she is out here talking about, how people treat their maids. How do people treat their maids? Most people treat their maids good. So for her to be thinking that maids are treated badly, it means that she must be the one treating her maid very, very badly. And I'm here to tell her, shame, shame, shame.
Does she even go to school? Because I've never seen Anastasia in school uniform. Does she go to school? Someone staying in Nyaboanze, tell us something in the comment section. Does Anastasia even go to school? But what do you mean she lives a luxury life? You just want to use these people to beg? Because Because Marwa had the audacity to tell people, so if you want to support Anastasia, and I'm like, support Anastasia in what? I thought you said you adopted her. Do you come out and tell people to support Maisha? Marwa, just in case you don't know, when you adopt someone, they become your child.
Does she even go to school? I have never seen her in school uniform. Guys, this woman wants Marwa to call her, and tell her, come and see. She is now in school uniform. She is going to school. Now you know. Does she want Marwa to call her every time Anastasia is going to school? Or when she's in uniform, she wants to see so that she can know that indeed Anastasia is going to school. Because she's who? Guys, I'm asking again, who is this one? Who the hell is she? So those school supplies that Gitiriba was buying, on that day at the beginning of this year, all those books, all those exercise books, all, the uniform, the school shoes and everything, all that, was to be thrown in the pit latrine. Look at this woman. Do you really follow? Do you understand what is going on the streets? Or just coming here to yap? It takes a lot of energy for me to come and react. Energy, which one? And yet she is just coming out here lying and saying things that she has no idea about. Okay, she's not going to school, so now what? Guys, this is another fake one. Very fake. We, know that Anastasia is going to school. We understand that. So let her continue yapping there, and making some dollars, because that is what she's up, she's up to. Nothing else, coming out here to just want people to look bad. Shameless person. And start treating your house girl well. Stop saying that is how, some people treat their maids. Stop treating her badly. Oh my God. And once again, yes, she is living a luxury life. Anastasia is living a luxury life, a better life than yours. Obviously, guys. Look at her and look at Anastasia. Who is living a better life? Anastasia is living a better life than her. And yet she's coming out here to yap. Oh, they overwork this girl. She is always cooking very, very big pots of ugali, She's ever cooking a very big drum, not even a pot of ugali, blah, blah, blah.
Anyways, cooking a pot of ugali, not even a pot, a drum of ugali. It's not even a laughing matter, guys. A very huge sufuria. Sufuria is cooking pots. A very huge sufuria of ugali, which I cannot even personally. I'm an adult, but I cannot spin an ugali for more than 10 people or 5 people.
Let Anastasia learn how to cook. Let her become a woman, And you don't know how to cook because you have no good home training. You're just coming out here to embarrass yourself. If you are not raised properly, let some other people raise the people they are with properly. Very poor home training. That is why you cannot cook. Ugali. Shameless person coming out here to disgrace herself. So guys, I have seen a video by Mayuguno, and I must admit, he loves his daughter so dearly. This precious girl is very precious to him, which is a good thing. Daddy and daughter love, that is a precious thing. Precious. Guys, I saw the title of this video that I'm reacting on, and it was like, my ex-wife takes my daughter away, or wants to take my daughter away, something like that. And I was like, let me check this out, because clickbaits are so many on the streets. I said, let me see what Mayuguno is talking about. So when I checked out the video, I found that Precious mother had come to get her daughter Precious, so that she can go and spend New Year's with them. You know, she was telling Mayuguno, you know, you have already, this is according to Mayuguno, you know, according to Mayuguno, she was telling him, you have spent the Christmas time with her. I mean, let her also go and spend time with me and my family, which is a good thing, guys. I don't see anything wrong with that. You know, a child has both parents. If they are alive, you know, she has a right to be with this parent and also with this parent. A child needs love from both sides, you know. And so this was so nice. You know, I've been seeing Mayuguno with this daughter of his, you know, taking care of her. You know, it was fun, you know, to see her ride in the Range Rover. You know, I mean, everything was good. You know, so when I saw this video, I said, let me check it out. Like I said, and I saw Mayuguno talking about how you know, he does not want drama. You know, he is letting, you know, this lady go with her daughter, and he is documenting this, you know, as evidence, you know, in case of anything, because he is saying that these people, you know, now they think that he has this. But he is saying he does not have this, but this is what these people are thinking. And that is why, you know, they are, I don't know, that is, I don't know whether he meant that that is why they brought the child to him, or I don't know whether he meant it in like, now she is taking the child so that he can send money because he has this. Guys, I don't know what he meant, but all in all, he said that they think he has this. Guys, so my thing is, the way Mayuguno was explaining this whole thing, you know, it is as though he is trying to explain it to people, you know. And this is what I normally say, especially when it comes to this lady and Mayuguno. You know, I have always been giving my take on this. And some people come to the comment section, oh yes, I am going to give my opinion in my own channel. Oh yes. So, you know, I have always been giving my opinion about this, because it seems that there are people who are advising Mayuguno. You know, Mayuguno, take your child. Stay with your child. She has a right to live with you. Let her be with you. You are the one who can take care of her well, properly, nicely, you know. I mean, that could be true. But then again, what they're forgetting is that this child has a mother. And the mother also has a say. I've always been out here asking, doesn't this woman have a say? Okay, she doesn't have a Range Rover, but she carried this girl, you know, this child in her tummy for 9 months. She pushed out the child. Oh yes, she has got a connection with this child, whether these people want to admit that or not. Life is not all about money, money, money. And guys, I normally say, and I'll repeat today, the best things in life, you know, money cannot buy them. Oh yes, like a mother's love. There are many people who are out here who are really, really craving for this mother's love, but they have no mothers, you know. So this child has a mother who is alive, and people are trying to make it as though it is what is it? It is they're doing this woman a favor, you know, for her to be with her child. Guys, let us listen to Mayuguno.
React. Like I come and I found Mama Prisha, she's here, and she wanted to take her daughter go with. You know that some of people, me, I don't want to blame anyone. It's only that I can give her freedom, go with your daughter by good. So this time I'm really trying my best as a dad to fight for bring my daughter, because she's husky. Like, oh, let her, we're going to celebrate with her Christmas, then I will bring her back. So I say like, oh, you know, if you are a man, you don't want, there are some things which one you can't push too much. Just let it go like that, and then just give her space, something, then do your things. Is that what I realize? Because me, I can't fight this type of the family crazy issue. So because my daughter, she's really happy, honestly, when she's here, even her body was not okay. When I bring her here, my daughter, she's honestly very, very happy. So now her mom want to play with me, like they know that Mayuguno have this. So when we are with you, we will try to get this. For me, I don't have this. Me only that I always show love to care my daughter. It's not like I have money. So look at, this is a very big crazy things. So they are outside. I'm gonna let them also, they appear in the camera. She can appear in the camera in case tomorrow she will not, come here. No, I don't want drama. Me only things I need, like evidence. In case tomorrow, we will not be in this bad situation again. Because
So Mayuguno is concerned that Mama Precious has taken all the clothes, of Precious. And he is thinking, this is, there's something going on, And I think he thinks that they want to use him for... Oh my God, guys. Mayuguno, are you asking if your child is going to be safe, going with her mother? A child who was with this mother for a whole year, guys. The whole of last year. And Mayuguno was MIA. Mayuguno was not in the picture. And the child came back in one piece. And you are asking if the child is going to be safe. Aye. He really wants to please his subscribers. These ones who are like, stay with your child. Let her not go anywhere. Let her... Guys, I'm a mother. I am a mother. And, I am just, in my opinion, no man can, no matter what he has, even if he is the president of Kenya, cannot take away my kids, to live permanently with him. And I should not have a say. I should not be involved just because I have less money, than he has. It doesn't make sense to me. So when I see these statements, I normally feel very, funny. It's amusing, And by the way, in this same video that Mayuguno has played for us, I saw him asking his younger brother, how do you feel that your mother has left? Now their mother. How do you feel that mom has left? And this young boy was saying, I feel lonely. And Mayuguno is saying, oh, don't worry, mama is going to come back and all these things. So, of course, he knows that his own brother is feeling lonely, is feeling like he will miss the mother and everything. So, it is the same thing with his baby Precious, these subscribers, Mayuguno, this is my opinion, my personal opinion. Should tell the subscribers that indeed I know I am not with my ex, but that is her mother. I will be staying with Precious for some time, and the mother also has to stay with Precious for the rest of the time. She has a right as well. But this talk of this woman like she has no right because she is poor, because basically, guys, that's what it is. Because she is poor, and that is why Mayuguno is doing. They think I have, because I'm looking at her, downplaying her, looking down upon her. That is it. That's what it is, So for me, I normally come out here and I say this. I have no problem, with Mayuguno. I have no problem with that woman. My focus is normally the child, And I have always said that this child needs both parents. Guys, if you want to know that even a mad woman, you cannot take a child, from her, Try in the streets. Try and snatch that baby from a mad woman, a woman who's berserk. And you will see fire. You will see what you have never seen in your whole entire life. So no matter whether this woman is poor, no matter whether she is sick, no matter whether she's whatever, she has a right to her daughter. And she has a right to her opinion. Because I normally see people writing in the comment section as if this woman has no opinion. Mayuguno do this and this and this. Like, they don't even want to involve the woman. Like, you should even at least say, Mayuguno, you and Mama Precious should sit down and see how best you can do ABCD. But no, it's always Mayuguno, do this, Mayuguno, do that, Mayuguno. Precious has a mother who's alive. And so for me, I I'm just rooting for the child, you know. And I feel like this child needs both parents. Yes, one with a Range Rover and the other one who doesn't have. Oh, yes. And oh, before I forget, I saw a comment. I saw many comments that were good, you know, advising Mayuguno in a good way. And of course, ones that are trying to tell Mayuguno, you're the boss, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I saw this one particular comment that I really liked, you know, that I you know, agree with 100%. Like I said, there are many others like this one, but this one stood out for me. Oh, before I read that comment, let us first see what Mayuguno said. You know, let us listen to Mayuguno some more.
Some of people when take that advantage tomorrow, oh, go see your daughter. Now you left your daughter and your daughter still suffer, you know, suffering. So just go and see your daughter. So me, this is, I'm sure live on the camera, my personal issue on the family, you know. I'm share with you guys because my life is on the internet. I don't want to share that much deep things, but only me, I'm not someone, I'm smart, guys. It's not I'm crazy. Don't think that I'm crazy. It's only that I need you guys, even I hope the older people watch this can helping us with the advice. So Precious, to go back with the mom, how do you think? Is it safe for the Christmas? Because they say they're going to celebrate to open the year. So date 1, you know, here we have something we're calling Mwaka Mpya, the new year. So they say that, oh, you celebrate with her in date 25 on the Christmas. Also me, I wanted her in new year, we can open her with here. So I say, oh, may give her with a blessing. So the things make me crazy. She took her clothes, everything what Precious have it here, she go with. So I was like, you know, for me, I say, oh, you wanted her, oh, it's okay. I also say, if you have a budget, I can't give any things, because I took the package from Hive and I give her money when she was very sad in that bad moment. So now she wants her daughter to again to start that, because you guys at the end of the day you will go on the internet say, oh, he left his daughter, he left his family, see, he's enjoying Mombasa, he's enjoying Kenya, he's enjoying where, and your daughter still suffering. Me, my mount, make sure. So anyway, let's go. We see what is going on. Umeshava.
So guys, this comment reads, it is about the child's right to have a contact with both parents. It is not about the parents feeling lonely or whatever it is. And it is absolutely not about using the child as a tool to get personal benefits. I don't know the Kenyan law, but I think it is good to write a parental plan and agree how much the daughter stays with the respective parent. It removes the tension between the parents and it gives stability and safety for the child. Oh, yes. You know, both parents have a right, you know, to this child. Oh my God. It is not about in this one I advocate, you know, for you know, that plan, you know, a written down plan. I know it. Earlier in this video I said, oh, in African culture people do not sign documents. You don't have to. Agreements are just, you know, some agreements are just by word of mouth. But remember, I said Dorina and Mayuguno. And then again, I gave another example, me and my sister. We are, you know, I gave examples of blood. You know, people who are connected by blood. Of course, you know, a man and a woman who are married, they are not connected by blood. So please write it down. Write it down, you know, or go to the children's department or something. Guys, that is my opinion once again. Oh yes, and I'm gonna repeat it and repeat it in my channel, my very own opinion. If you are here and you have not liked this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe. Thank you so very much, my people, for always coming back to watch my videos. I'm talking to you, my returning subscribers. You know, guys, I do not know how to thank you, but just know that you have a special place in my heart. To all the new subscribers in the house, oh my goodness, thank you so very much for choosing this channel. Thank you for believing in me, and you are not going to regret being here. Guys, let me know what you think about this video. Drop your thoughts, opinions, sentiments down in the comments section, and let us meet in the next one. Bye bye.
I educate, put things straight, that's my fate. Truth teller, reality checker. Truth teller, I'm your protector from the lies and the fake narrative. Truth is what I got to give. Speak the truth, speak the truth. Speak it to set you free. Speak the truth, speak the truth. It's MORAA, your African daughter. Don't pay